A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a landmark announcement, the Justice Secretary for England and Wales, David Lammy, has revealed sweeping reforms to the jury trial system aimed at addressing the staggering backlog in the courts. Under the new measures, jury trials for crimes carrying a potential sentence of less than 3 years will be eliminated. This significant change is part of a broader strategy to create swift courts designed to expedite the judicial process and reduce the current backlog, which stands at nearly 78,000 cases and is projected to reach 100,000 by 2028. Serious offenses, including murder, robbery, and rape, will still be adjudicated by a jury, ensuring that the most severe crimes maintain the traditional jury trial process. The reforms come in response to an inquiry led by retired Court of Appeal Judge Sir Brian Levison, who has been tasked with proposing solutions to the escalating delays in the court system. Sir Brian's recommendations included jury-free trials and increased use of out-of-court settlements, such as cautions, to alleviate pressure on the courts. Lammy has characterized the reforms as bold, yet necessary, emphasizing the urgency of the situation as victims, particularly in sexual assault cases, are withdrawing from prosecutions due to lengthy wait times. Critics, including members of the Conservative Party, have condemned the reforms, claiming they mark the beginning of the end of jury trials. Shadow Justice Secretary Robert Jenrick has accused Lammy of dismantling a fundamental aspect of the justice system without a mandate from the public, as these changes were not outlined in the government's manifesto. Jenrick expressed concern that the reforms would undermine centuries of judicial tradition and erode public trust in the legal system. In response to these criticisms, Lammy noted that the previous government had cut court sitting days, exacerbating the backlog issue. He argued that the reforms are essential to ensure timely justice for victims and to prevent the judicial system from collapsing under its own weight. The new system is expected to resolve cases up to a fifth faster than traditional jury trials. One of the most significant changes involves restricting defendants' rights to request a jury trial. Under the new proposals, defendants facing charges that could be handled by magistrates or a new judge-only Crown Court will no longer have the option of a jury trial. This includes cases of fraud and complex financial crimes, which will now be adjudicated without a jury, a move that has raised concerns among legal professionals about fairness and the potential for bias. Abigail Ashford, a solicitor advocate, voiced her apprehensions about the impact of these reforms on public trust in the justice system. She warned that judge-only trials could deepen existing inequalities and alienate communities that already feel marginalized by the legal process. Critics argue that the real issue behind the court backlogs lies in funding cuts to the Ministry of Justice, rather than the jury trial system itself. The reforms also extend to the powers of magistrates, who will now be able to impose sentences of up to 18 months, an increase from the current limit of 12 months. In certain circumstances, this could be further extended to 24 months. Additionally, the appeals process will undergo changes, with defendants now required to meet a permission test based solely on legal grounds, rather than having an automatic right to appeal. As the government moves forward with these reforms, the implications for the justice system and the rights of defendants will be closely scrutinized. The announcement has sparked a heated debate about the balance between efficiency in the courts and the preservation of fundamental rights within the legal system. Victims of crime, legal professionals, and the public will be watching closely as these changes are implemented and their effects unfold in the coming months and years. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.